Okay, YouTube. So, one thing that's left is to test. So my wiring for the backup camera. Using a 5-pin relay because that's what I had. You could use a 4-pin. The simple wiring is this. I found the reverse wire. This is an E90, of course. This wire, this purple and black, or violet and black, when you turn the reverse, when you go in the reverse gear, there's a positive here. So there's a live here. I'm going to use this to trigger the relay. So this is actually the 86 on the relay. The 85, this black, is a body ground here. All right, good. The 30 pin, which is a red, is connected to red. It runs all the way through here. Remember, now that's a 30 pin here. Comes down through here. Comes out through here. There's a little fuse behind here somewhere. And it's connected directly on my battery. That's the 30 pin. The only one that's left is the 87, which is a blue cord. That's used to connect the camera positive, as well as the trigger wire positive. I think I could have easily put the trigger on the same side as this, but I decided to keep the voltage very minimal, only to use the reverse, just to trigger the remote, the relay, and that's it. I'm assuming it should work now. The only thing I haven't soldered is this. Everything else has been soldered and ready to go. I'm going to bolt my relay on this thing here, and then tidy up all of this extra wire, tuck it under here somewhere, and that's that. So let's test this backup camera now. Moment of truth. I might get embarrassed, but it is what it is. Let's see. Key in. Power on. Give this thing. Oh, this is my Android. Of course, you know it's Android, because yeah, you would have seen the long, worn out, boring video. I just wanted to come up first. Don't know why, but I wanted to come up first. Alright, so assuming my connections are firm, if I go in reverse now, it should chip that out and kick it in. And it does. There you go. And my mirror went down. And I'm not seeing any voltage drop in my thing. Let's give it some time. If I stay in reverse, sometimes people say if it doesn't work well, you get some voltage drop. Looks firm to me. Looks firm to me. And I show you that my backup lights are on without giving my license plate. Backup lights are on. Yep. So that's that. Do you want me to recap the wires for you? Okay. This wire that is cut is to take off the parking lines that comes from the camera itself, because the Android radar had its own parking lines and I kind of like those. So I cut this wire. This is from the camera. It's going to be split off into two. This red is to power the camera and the black is a ground. The black ground is here. Sorry, here. The red part of it is joined to the 87 pin of the relay, along with, you know, that long cable they give you with the RCA, and it has a little trigger on it. Yes, that little trigger is also connected to the 87 pin. All right. If you're not understanding how relay works, you really need to check out a video on that. I'm not the best at explaining it, but be able to help you. If you consider the relay, it's like a cross. Usually your relay is like a cross like this, right? The relay has a low side and a high side, or a low side and a volt, or a load, low and load. The pieces across here is usually the 85 and 86 pin. The 85 pin, that's usually the negative. You might see it as a black. The 86 pin, some other color. In my case, it's white. The two on the sides, 85 and 86, charges the relay. So it activates the relay. Boom. Once you have a ground and a live to the 85 and 86 pin, then you know your relay is active. Okay. So as it stands right now, my ground, which is my 85 pin, is here. So it's always getting a body ground. But the 86 pin, which is the live, comes from the reverse camera. So it's triggering the relay to say, boom, go on, go on. I want it to go on right now. Once the reverse is off, there's no longer any live here, my relay is kicked off. Does that make sense? So back to here on the cross, 85, 86. All that does is power the relay. It kicks on the relay on and off. It only needs very low current to do that. The high side of your relay is this side now. Usually you have somewhere down here a 30 pin. That is going to bring you a main voltage. That's your load side. So whatever you wanted power, and the power that you take in, put it on your 30 pin. My 30 pin is connected directly here. That's the battery. It takes a live and it brings it here and it connects. So here, my live is ready to go. All right. On the opposite side is what you call the 87 pin. This 87 pin is only connected to the 30 pin when the relay is active. As long as the relay is active, there's a direct connection between these two. All right. 30 pin has a live from the battery. Waiting up here is my live from my camera and the trigger wire live. The camera live turns on the camera. The trigger wire live says to the Android screen, hey, I need to switch over and give me power and show the backup camera. That does that. So once the reverse light kicks in and activates the relay, these two now gets connected. That's as simple as I can tell you. It's not the best, but it is what it is. Now let's go look back here. You notice I've been in reverse for quite some time. No signal has dropped. It seems to be clear. I'm out to reverse. I'm back. Let's go back in. In reverse. Close that down. Seems to be good. Out to reverse. In reverse. You know what's pretty cool, YouTube? Check this out. I don't know how the Android radar does this, but just by turning the steering wheel, it starts to adjust. I don't know how it does that. I have no clue. Sorry, I should do it when it started, but just look at this. See that? My dragging the steering, it's telling, it recognizes that the steering wheel is turning. Drag it this side. See that? Amazing. I don't know how it does that, but it does. This is what it is. Alright, that's it. So I'm gonna finish my soldering and neat up my wires, and I am done. This project is all done. Was it worth it? Yes, it was.